Hi everyone, my name is Alec Panagos, NCAA Division II soccer player at Lake Erie College, and this is my story of the game. So I started out just watching my sister play soccer at her soccer practices when I was 3, 4 years old, just hanging with my mom and my dad, and I'd see her out there playing, and I would just want to go out there and play with them. My sister was probably about 10, 11 years old at the time, and I would just want to be out there, but obviously I couldn't. So my parents would bring a ball and just kick it around, and I'd kick it around with them, and I just instantly fell in love with having a ball at my feet. It was amazing. And then from there on, I joined Livonia City Soccer Club, played with them for a couple years, 3 years about. Just really fell in love with the game from there and then on, and I actually gave up playing a few other sports, baseball, basketball. I played and gave it up from there just to focus on soccer, because that was my thing, that was my passion. I loved always being able to move around. The game never stops, and I always like to move around, so I just focused on soccer from there. And then on, I joined Waza FC around U8, and they're based out here in Livonia. And my very first coach was Mario Cicluna, one of the Cicluna brothers, and from there I just really developed, met a lot of cool friends, and met a lot of other fantastic players, played against some great competition. And I actually played with Waza all the way from U8 up to U18, so my whole youth career for the most part. And I just fell in love, getting out of school and then heading straight to practice with my dad, and for practicing for a couple hours and being with friends who really understood me, and we all had the same love for the same thing, soccer. That was our number one thing, was soccer. That was our passion. That was our bread and butter. We looked forward to it a lot. And my first pro player I ever watched was Didier Drogba on Chelsea, and Chelsea's my favorite team. Drogba, the first player I ever watched. I just fell in love with Chelsea and watching them because of him, and I just saw how a fantastic striker he was. He's so lethal, so deadly in the box, and it was amazing just watching them, and then branching out from there, watching other teams in the Premier League, La Liga, France, Spain, everything, and Bundesliga, and now I watch all the games, Copa America, World Cup, Premier League, La Liga, like I said, I watch every single game, play FIFA too. I love it so much. It's different than any other sport. If you see, some of these European games, the fans and the crowds, they're so passionate about the game. It's something that you can't get anywhere else with any other sport. With football, baseball, the fans aren't this passionate. The game is their life. Overseas, they focus on soccer first, then school. It's lifestyle over there. It's the lifestyle, and for me, it is my lifestyle. So, when I was 16 years old, it was my first time. I tore my ACL in my right knee, actually, and had surgery, and I got knocked down. I lost the game that I loved so much, and I really wanted to get back as soon as possible. Started really taking my recovery super serious, and usually an ACL injury like that takes 10 to 12 months to heal. I made it back in 8 months, right back in time to, for recruiting. In my senior year, I was able to play at Stevenson High School for my senior year, back playing with my club Waza, but it was a tough time for me, but I really worked my hardest, trained every day in the gym, did whatever I could just to bounce back, and here I am today playing with Lake Erie College. Unfortunately, a little over a month ago, about 2 months ago now, 2.5 months ago, I tore my ACL in my left knee, had surgery about a month and a half ago now, almost 2 months, and definitely one of the hardest things, definitely worse than the first time. It definitely hit harder emotionally, mentally for sure. I was down, and it was really hard to get back up. I, faced a big depression, a lot of anxiety, and I'm not like that, but I knew I'd get through it. I hopped over that right after surgery. I was up moving as fast as I could, just getting back on my feet, trying to get as best as possible and back sooner. So now 2 months out, I'm walking around, I'm back in the gym, 5 times a week, just working hard as I can. And again, this recovery is looking about 7 to 8 months now, even better than the first time, and I'm feeling much more confident. I know what to expect. I'm really ready to get back out on the pitch, man, because that soccer is my life. It's everything to me, and that's a big part of my life that I lost. So I'm really looking forward to getting back out on the pitch, making a big comeback. And I'm set up for a major comeback for sure. So I'm really excited to get back out there with Lake Erie I'm going to be redshirting my sophomore year, but going to be taking rehab super serious. I'm ready to come back as quick as possible. Feeling strong for sure, just very eager, but just really focusing on recovery right now. And I really appreciate all my friends, family, coaches, whoever it may be, who has been with me through the journey. You know, you guys know who you are. You know who you are. And I appreciate that a lot, but just soccer is so different. Waking up, you know, going to class, and then practice right after class. It's awesome. It always keeps you busy. It's something you love to do. Just that feeling of being out on the field with your friends and knocking the ball around, scoring goals, you know, practice. It's a feeling like no other for sure. You really build a family, you build a bond, you know. It's the world's game for a reason. So that's really how I, you know, fell in love with soccer. Started at a young age, and I just love it, having a ball at my feet, man. Like right now it feels so weird not to be able to do anything for about 8 months. I lost a big part of me, but it's definitely gonna come back very fast, very soon. Just gonna keep working at it and recovering to be back for my quote-unquote junior year. I'm gonna be redshirting, so I'll gain another year, so I'll still have 3 years of eligibility. But just really eager to get back and ready to play. Can't wait. It's gonna be a great comeback, so you guys watch out for the name. You know, Alec Panagos. I'll be back, looking to play with maybe next summer. Maybe play with a UPSL team like the Jags or Oakland County. You know, try out for maybe AFC Ann Arbor, or even play with Livonia City, because I wasn't able to play with them this past summer because of the injury. But just really ready to make a comeback and show everyone what I can do when I come back. And for my future goals, you know, finish out college, get my degree in marketing and business, and honestly from there on, you know, play for a team like AFC Ann Arbor, possibly get scouted out by a team in the MLS or USL. From there, maybe even leave the United States for a few years, try to go to Europe, see what I can do there. But you know, nothing's stopping me, and every day I'm just working harder and harder to get better and improve myself. And right when I get a chance to get a ball at my feet again, when my therapist and surgeon says you can start moving with the ball, you bet I'm gonna be out on that field right away, working as hard as I can, getting my touch back, you know, working on my agility, everything. I will be back, and I will be back better than ever. So you guys better watch out. Keep an eye out for Lake Erie College, Division II. Big things coming for sure. But thank you everyone for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Have a good one, you guys.